What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Mark Dark, and I'm back with another video. If you're new, if you love power, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, like the video, and leave your theories, comments, everything down below. Now, today we're going to be talking about Power Book 2 Ghost. Will Tasha flip on Tariq? Yes, that is the topic of discussion. Now, it's just based off what we saw at the end about a Power Book 2 Ghost episode 7. We saw that your girl Tasha and Paz was having a conversation, and of course, Paz was making it, seem like Tasha needs to go ahead and look out for herself because, in Paz's defense, she said, look, she waited too long. Angela waited too long. And you seen what happened to her trying to protect Ghost and pretty much their family. She waited too long and now she's dead. So Tasha, she's definitely a person that was thinking about that, thinking about all the possible outcomes and how everything went down, sticking around too long, trying to protect Tariq. And we know even in the past, trying to protect Ghost from certain things. Now Tasha's in another situation where she's fully protecting her son. And this topic of discussion, I think they played it out like that at the end of episode 7, just to make more outcomes possible. You know what I'm saying? Now, do I believe this will happen? No, I don't think Tasha is going to be like, you know what, I'm going to turn and flip on my son and pretty much waste all this time. You know what I'm saying? I think they just did that to stir things up, to get the people to think like, damn, Tasha may just flip. She may just change things up. But as I told you, it would pretty much make no sense for her in the sense of all the stuff that they plotted and planned. The game plan was, if anything goes wrong, Tasha takes the fall. And that's exactly what she's doing right now. So for her to flip right now, it don't make no sense. That means everything that was done for no reason. Now, when it comes to Tasha and some of the things that she does need to probably be worrying about, I think it's, of course, figuring out who Tariq is working for, figuring out who is watching her while she's locked up, and that is Lorenzo and the guy that he has watching Tasha. I believe that Tasha, eventually, she's going to find this out, of course, and she's going to be able to make some type of leverage with the Tejada's family, because as of right now, we know it's bad. We know that Tariq is in trouble. In this next episode, he's going to say, you know what? Mom, somebody tried to kill me. And you can tell off Tasha's expressions alone, she's not thinking about flipping. She's thinking about protecting Tariq at all costs. That's why she wants to know exactly what happened throughout his day, so she can probably help him go through, the process and figure out exactly who is after him. So Tasha's definitely going to be doing that. One of the other things that Tasha probably needs to be worrying about is, of course, Davis McLean and Cooper Saxe. Now, we already know that Tasha and her awareness is high right now when it comes between Davis McLean and Cooper Saxe. She sees that Cooper Saxe is pressing a little bit more on the whole Tariq subject, right? And she's also seeing that Davis McLean is pressing more and more on Tariq after Davis McLean has already said that she has nothing to worry about. Like, Tariq is not going to be brought in this like this, but he goes out there and does something completely opposite. So Tasha definitely knows something is up, and this way she will be able to make those adjustments. As I told you guys, one of those adjustments was telling Tariq. Now, hopefully Tariq takes this information and starts to do some digging. As of right now, Tariq is entirely too busy with school, dealing with the Tejada's family, and dealing with a lot of different issues at school with all types of different people. He has a lot of enemies his way, right? So he's not on it like he should be, but we know he is digging as far as figuring out who Riley is and the connection that she has with her uncle Nancy. But besides that, I believe that your girl Tasha, she's in it for the long haul. She's willing to go down for this. If it all goes down, she's willing to take the fall. I know deep down inside she's thinking about it like, man, I need to look out for myself. I'm facing the needle if this all goes down bad. And you already know she's probably regretting a whole lot of different things that she did throughout this whole process. But Tasha, I believe she will be here for Tariq at the end of the day. No matter what, she's willing to take the fall. She does not want anything to happen to him. They built it up like Tasha is possibly thinking about that and flipping. I just can't see Tariq getting locked up and serving a whole lot of time at all. I see him being on the outs and continuing trying to run the drug game and trying to learn about different things that his father was trying to teach him before he was killed off. But as far as Tasha, eventually she will get out, as I always told you guys. They're trying to stir things up. I kind of wish we would see more of Tasha's storyline while she's locked up. Because I thought this storyline would be very interesting to see her, the life behind bars, the adjustments that she's making. But in this season of Power Book 2 Ghosts, we're seeing a lot of different characters, a lot of different developments with these new characters. So it's a lot more focus on them instead of the OG Tasha in her life behind bars. But you can't tell me that won't be good. Tasha locked up, going back and forth with her inmates, with the guards, plotting and planning, seeing how she's making those adjustments on the inside. We only saw just a little bit of it at the very beginning, and that was it. I think we need to see a little bit more on what's going on with Tasha, because now every time we see her, she's whether talking to Davis McLean or she's on the phone talking to Tariq. When is it going to change? When will she actually figure out who's following her, and when will she actually use some of her inmates as allies and use them for her own advantage? At the end of the day, I believe that Tasha is going to do what she has to do to survive, and one of the main things that she cares about is her son. She will protect him at all costs, and that's all that really matters to Tasha right now, because at the end of the day, she feels like all this is her fault. Trust me, she does, and she wants to try her best to fix this. Now, another question that I seen a lot of subs was talking about was this: when Tasha does get out, because let's just be honest, we know she's going to eventually get out. I don't think she's going to die in there. I think she's definitely going to get out. A lot of people believe that, or not necessarily believe, but it's more of a theory. What if Tasha wants to be clean when she gets out? What if she says, you know what, I don't want to do this, man. Like, Tariq, we have to just be clean and legit. It's not worth it anymore. What if she's on that? And then you see a clash between Tasha and Tariq. Now, that's a storyline that I think eventually is going to come. I do think Tasha and Tariq are going to have more issues in the future. They're not going to necessarily agree on certain things, but it is a storyline that we must look into. And if they're, doing this realistically speaking, based on Tariq's past and history, 9 times out of 10, he's going to have issues with Tasha. And he's always had issues with authority and people that are trying to tell him what to do. So I see it no different with Tasha. Yes, he wants to protect her, but at the end of the day, Tariq's been talking about, oh, I want to protect you, I want to take the fall. But we see who's taking the fall. That's Tasha. You know what I'm saying? You can talk, you can pretty much talk about what you want to do, but we know as of right now, Tasha, she's the one that's serving the time. She's the one that's putting in that work while she's locked up. So we're going to see exactly how that plays out. You guys let me know. Do you think Tasha St. Patrick, a.k.a. Green, will ever flip on her son Tariq in this whole court process, or do you think she's in it for the long haul? She's here to protect her son no matter what, and I say she is here to protect him. They just want to make it seem like that outcome could possibly happen, and if it does happen, that will be crazy, right? Especially based off the history, especially what we've been seeing from Tasha in her storyline. But you guys let me know, man. I will continue to give you more Power Book 2 Ghosts content in the future, so stay tuned. But it's your boy Mark Dark. I'm out. Peace.